Hi, here's a small insight on how the conflict in Ukraine is affecting website traffic to Marbella-based real estate companies at the moment. Why is this relevant? Well, I was trying to see if the concerns of what's happening in the Ukraine is encouraging more people to look to Spain as a safe haven, or whether that's the last thing in their minds, which would be understandable. So I picked a date of the 21st of Feb and took the 15 days since the 21st of Feb and compared it to the previous 15 days. So it's a very current snapshot of traffic. And this is what I've seen. Generally, as one would expect, people have more important things in their minds than buying in Spain at the moment. I'm almost glad to say that. So from all the places I looked, I saw that traffic was generally down between 5 and 15%. So not a huge amount, to be honest. The countries typically responsible for traffic to Marbella real estate companies, your UK, Scandinavia, Benelux, definitely clear signs that they're not thinking that they've dropped off, interest has dropped off. As you'd expect, traffic from Ukraine itself and Russia has more than halved in most cases. And then countries which maybe don't represent a large proportion of traffic normally in terms of buyer traffic, but I am tracking to see what variations there are, such as Romania, Lithuania, Czech Republic, Hungary, Latvia, Estonia, and Finland, as well as Poland, obviously. And generally, I'm seeing a lot of variation, although there are small numbers. So it's something where maybe it goes from a few hundred to several hundred, or from 50 to 100, that kind of thing. So the percentages are a little bit misleading. But one of the things I thought was interesting was that Poland, which has traditionally been strong over the last 2 or 3 years, have been very strong and getting stronger in terms of their interest in Marbella. In the last 15 days, that interest hasn't manifested itself in traffic. So as you would expect, they got bigger things on their minds at the moment, and they're not looking to run off to Marbella to forget their woes. So I'll be tracking that, and I would expect to see an increase eventually once things settle down. But there isn't any noticeable increase of traffic from Poland since the conflict kicked off. And out of the other countries that I mentioned, the only one that really is standing out as a considerable increase across the board, even though again it's on a small percentage, is Romania. Traffic from Romania seems to be up quite consistently across the board. The other one that's interesting that I saw as a trend is that in most cases that I saw, traffic from the US has dropped in the last 15 days by about a quarter. Now, again, American buyers aren't a huge percentage of the buyer market here, but we do get quite a lot of traffic from the US. And the fact that traffic generally has dropped by 5 to 15%, yet traffic from the States has dropped by about 25%, that kind of tells me what you would expect, is that Europe is not where Americans want to be right now, considering what is happening. In the next few days or weeks, I'm sure that the major property portals, Idealista, Kero, etc., will probably reveal the broader picture of how this is affecting things in terms of real estate, and I'll